Okay, now we are going to learn some areas, especially which are related to parabolas, we can try to do without integration, even though I'm going to tell one or two formulas which are derived from integration. So I'll give you a general hint. Basically, this whole idea I got from one of the past year IIT question, which we also discussed, that when two parabolas were there and you join these two, they asked what is this area, this area, this area, what is the ratio? You remember that question?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
S1, S2, S3, the ratio is 1. Based on that, I got an idea which I use in some questions. I'll tell you what is that. First, I'll tell you the general rule and then come back to the parabola. If you take any x power n graph, y equal to x power n graph, only in the first quadrant I'm taking. Take any point on that, draw one horizontal line, one vertical line. This rectangle will have some area, right? This area is to this area is always 1:n. That means this area will be 1 by n plus 1 times the total area, and this area will be n by n plus 1 times the rectangle area. You find the rectangle area, this will be 1 by n plus 1 of that. Okay. How did I get that? If I take this is 0 and this is k, this point is k comma k power n. What is the area of the rectangle? Width is k and height is k power n. K into k power n is k power n plus 1. If you want only this area, 0 to k, x power n dx. That is x power n plus 1 by n plus 1 with 0 to k. When integrate, I'll get k power n plus 1 by n plus 1. What is this k power n plus 1? Area of the total rectangle by n plus 1. So that is exactly 1 by n plus 1 of the total. That's what I'm saying. If this is 1 by n plus 1 to 1, this is n by n plus 1. Okay, that's it. Now, if somebody talks about, let us say, y equal to x power 5, and there is a point a comma a power 5, and there is some area. So I said this is 1:5. This area will be 1/6 of the rectangle. This area will be 5 by 6 of the rectangle of the total. Okay, now coming to parabola. Okay, oh, sorry, I should have not done this. If I take the parabola like this and this, you take any point on the parabola, draw lines like this. Okay, this area will be always 2/3 of this rectangle, and this area will be 1/3. And when I take parabola like this will be 2/3 and this will be 1/3, because this is in the form of y equal to x square parabola. Okay, but it is not that you take a parabola, take some 2 points here and draw a rectangle and say this is 2/3, this is 1/3. No. For your rectangle, one corner must be vertex. Okay, one side must be axis of the parabola. Another side must be tangent at vertex. Okay, and you can take this point anywhere, and this should be parallel to axis, this should be parallel to tangent vertex. At that time, this area is 2/3 and this area is 1/3. Is everybody clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and this is reverse. Now, when I have two parabolas like this and like this, when I take this and join, based on this will be 1/3, this will be 1/3, this will be 1/3. That 1:1:1. Okay. If I have a parabola like this, if I want this area, okay, it will be 2/3 of this rectangle. Why? Actually, this area is 2/3 of this small rectangle. This area is 2/3 of this small rectangle. So this plus this total area is 2/3 of this rectangle. Because if you take this rectangle, you can see this is a tangent at vertex, this is axis, and these are parallel to that. Okay. Based on this, we're going to see some more things, but let me tell something else also. Let's say I have a parabola and I have a line. I want this area. When you take the rectangle area, this will be 1/6 of that. Why 1/6? This total area is 2/3 of the rectangle, I said. Out of that, I have to remove this. That is half of the rectangle, right? In a rectangle, diagonal divides into two areas, so I have to subtract half. What is 2/3 minus half? Is it 1/6? Correct?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So whenever a parabola is there, a line is like this. If you want this area, it will be 1/6 of this rectangle. Okay. So now based on this, let us look at few questions. Okay. For example, in your IP textbook, this question is there. One is y square equal to 4ax. Another is x square equal to 4by. They want this area. I should have little done a little bigger. It's okay. They want this area. Normally, you have to find the point of intersection. You have to take from 0 to this upper curve minus lower curve. Without all that, I'm going to show a very easy method. Take this point, draw this. You know that this area is 1/3 of this rectangle. But one way is how will you find area of the rectangle? I want to find this point by solving these two. Directly multiply these two, you'll get x square y square equal to 16ab xy. LHS multiplied RHS. When you cancel xy, you'll get xy equal to 16ab. I may not know what is the x coordinate here, y coordinate here. I can find it if required, but I don't need. X into y will be area of the rectangle, 16ab. This will be 1/3 of that. That's it. 16ab by 3 is the answer. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So we saved a lot of time finding the point of intersection and writing the integral part. Okay. If you see in the class also, when some questions I did not done integration, I wrote answer directly 1 or 2 times. Okay. You may not know that I have done all the calculation and all. I just done like this. There are some things. Next, the second one, yesterday in the KVPY class also I mentioned this, that whenever you have y equal to ax square plus, first of all, let me discuss about x minus alpha into x minus beta. Okay. Of course, you can have into a also, let us say. Or let's say a is negative, it is a downward parabola and we want this area. As we discussed, it should be 2/3 of this rectangle. Okay, this is alpha, this is beta. What is this width? Obviously, beta minus alpha. What is this height? It will happen at alpha plus beta by 2. When you substitute that alpha plus beta by 2 here, we are going to get y coordinate of this point as a into alpha minus beta by 2 whole square. Because a is negative, we'll get another minus also because downward parabola. Now, you know width and you know height. What is the area of the rectangle and then integral? So the required area will be 2/3 of the rectangle. Rectangle width is beta minus alpha and height is this, which is minus a into alpha minus beta by 2 whole square. So what is that? 4 will come 1/6 of a into alpha minus beta or beta minus alpha, doesn't matter, whole cube. I'll just put a mod just to make it positive, that's all, because minus a is there. I'll put mod a. Okay, so if a is not there, you can remember difference of the roots, beta minus alpha whole cube by 6. Okay, into mod a. Now sometimes people give some other formula. I don't necessarily want you to remember it. Okay, second one I want to explain. I think this is a quadratic expression. A is negative, graph is like this. The area is 2/3 of this rectangle. How to find this rectangle? Width is beta minus alpha, because this is alpha, this is beta. Height. How to know height? What is the x coordinate at the midpoint? Alpha plus beta by 2. That you substitute here, the y coordinate came this. So width is beta minus alpha, height is this y coordinate only. This is the area of the rectangle. 2/3 of that will give area of the parabola. Okay. Now there is another formula. I prefer this method, you remember, not the answer. Every time you can do this calculations of finding this length and do it. Okay. For example, in that they'll give y equal to x minus 2 into 5 minus x. I'm not saying you remember this formula. If you remember, it's okay. 5 minus 2 is 3 cube and 1/6. Even if you don't remember, you know its graph is like this. This is 2, this is 5, this is 7/2. Find this height. Width into height, 2/3 of that rectangle. You can do either way. Remember the formula, remember the method. So sometimes you'll find a formula that x-axis and y equal to ax square plus bx plus c, where a is negative. What is the area bounded by them? It is same as this. Only thing is that beta minus alpha has to be written in terms of b and c. You know very well that 1/6 mod a, that beta minus alpha whole cube can be written as beta minus alpha whole square whole power 3/2. And beta minus alpha whole square, you can write beta plus alpha whole square minus 4 alpha beta whole power 3/2. 1/6 mod a. This is minus b by a, so which is b square by a square. This is minus 4c by a whole power 3/2. When I simplify, it will become a cube. So 1/6a square, because this a will cancel. B square minus 4ac whole power 3/2. So sometimes you may find this formula. Once again, I'm not asking you to remember the formula. I'm asking you to remember this method so that you can do it. If you want to remember, it's fine. B square minus 4ac discriminant power 3/2 by 6a square will give the area. I'm just checking whether units are matching. Of course, here ABC units are different, 1 by meter and all. It's okay. Okay, so this is that, but more important about the method. Let us see some other thing also. I'm going to show either this or this, okay, is useful in some other place. You have a lot of questions where a parabola is there and a line is there like this, and find this area. Now we cannot use this 2/3 rule because this is slant and there is no rectangle, but you will find something. When you take really find this x coordinate, so let us say this is 2 and this is 5 or some 8. Integral 2 to 8, you will write upper curve minus lower curve, right? You will get that some quadratic expression dx. You will always find this will be definitely x minus 2 into x minus 8 into some number. It will be like this only. Okay. Initially, you cannot see that. But after writing the integral, this alone, you can visualize the graph. Why? Because at 2, these two are equal, means their difference will be 0. So for this new quadratic expression, which is difference of these two, 2 is a root, 8 is also root. So invariably, you will always find when you subtract the parabola and line, what you get is x minus alpha into x minus beta into some a maybe, based on this. Then you can still use this method. Not for this figure. From this, you get this one. From this, you draw this figure, this kind of figure, and you can find to it. Have you understood what I said? Can somebody respond? Okay.
Sir, explain once again.
Maybe I can explain with an example. Okay. Let us say I have y equal to 3x square. Okay. And a line. Let me construct the question. I want to take this point as, let us say, minus 2 comma 12. This point is 3 comma 27. So what is this line? Let me find. What is the slope? 27 minus 12 is 15 by 5. Slope is 3. So the line is 3x minus y. When I put this minus 6 plus 18 equal to 0. Is it matching here? 9 is correct. Yeah. So don't worry about these 2 points I have not given. I just mentioned this. Find area between the curve y equal to 3x square and 3x minus y plus 18 equal to 0. So you draw the line and the curve and found the points of intersection. And you have to find now integral minus 2 to 3. Upper curve is what? 3x plus 18. Y equal to 3x plus 18. Lower curve is 3x square dx. Now what I'm saying is this you will always find a quadratic expression with these two as the roots. Let us see. Integral minus 2 to 3, if I take minus 3 common, is x square minus x minus 6 equal to dx. What are the roots of this? These two numbers only. It is integral minus 2 to 3 minus 3 into x minus 3 into x plus 2 dx. Okay. So now we can use this formula. 1/6 of a into beta minus alpha whole cube, or draw the graph of this. Without doubt, the graph of this will be like this. This is minus 2, this is 3, and then find this width and find this height, and then 2/3 of this rectangle. That's what I'm saying. Is the method clear to you now?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Let us say I have a parabola and a line. Okay. Of course, as I said, you will do upper curve minus lower curve. We'll get just now what I said. Or when the figure is like this, especially the line is passing through this. If the line is somewhere here, I told you the method. But if line is here, then it will be 1/6 of this rectangle. Let somebody gave you y square equal to 4ax and y equal to mx. Okay. You can really find this point if you want, or xy value. Okay. How to find xy value directly without finding x and y, I don't know. How to somehow square and multiply in a particular way, I will get it. It's okay. So find the point. Then you don't have to do upper curve minus lower curve. You just find the rectangle, and then 1/6 of that will be the answer. Okay. If you want to do it, in the place of y substitute, you'll get m square x square equal to 4ax. So x is equal to 4a by m square. So this point is 4a by m square is the x coordinate, and what is the y coordinate? 4a by m. So when I multiply, my area is 16a square by m cube for the rectangle. 1/6 of that will be the answer, which is 8a square by 3m. Okay. Let me see if I can get this more directly. Yeah. I found x and y. Without that also I'll manage, but you have to get idea. I'm going to cube this and multiply to this. No, that's not good. I'll get y power 5 and x power 4. Because I got m cube, that's why I'm thinking x, y should come. It's okay. Leave it. But 1/6 of that rectangle, that point is clear. Okay, now I can go back and show, even in the many past year mains questions and advanced questions, this concept can be used depending on, okay. Even, for example, one of the last questions that we have done where there was a parabola where 1 plus root x is the graph, and there was another parabola like this, and we wanted some between 1 and 2, something like that. Some question was there, right? Yeah, there's one line like this. So of course I've done integration, which is easy only, but if somebody wants, you can do one thing. This area will be 2/3 of this rectangle. Plus you can take this rectangle, plus you can take this trapezium, and this area will be 1/3 of this rectangle. You can do that. But some people may get confused. With the practice, you have to do it properly. But I would like to tell one JEE advanced question where you can save a lot of time. They gave one ellipse. Right now I can screen share and show the question, but time is up. Anyway, there is one ellipse. It has 4 ends of lattice rectum. Take these 2 ends of the lattice rectum whose y coordinate is negative. They gave the ellipse equation, something. Let us say x squared by 16 plus y squared by 9 equal to 1, something. What was the question is, having these 2 as ends of lattice rectum, there are 2 parabolas. One is like this and one is like this. What is the area between these 2 parabolas? That's the question. Now, you are supposed to find these 2 points find these two parabolas and integrate from here to here, upper curve and lower curve. But I don't need all that. I'll tell you why. If this is the lattice rectum, I know this is 2a, this is 2a, this total is 4a. And if this is a parabola, I know from the focus this length is a and this length is a. So let me draw this figure separately. I have the lattice rectum. One parabola is like this, where this is a, and another parabola is like this. I know this point, I know this point. Okay. And now, what is that? This is 2a, this is 2a because this lattice rectum, this is a and this is a. Now, if I construct a rectangle, what is the area of this rectangle that I marked? Width is 4a and height is 2a, so it will be 80a square. And then 2/3 of that is directly the answer. But for that, you have to know a. How? Take this length and equate it to 4a. 4a equal to this length, which you know by the ends of lattice rectum. In fact, it is 2ae. Why all that? That is also not required, right? Because this is a foci, no? Below the foci. 4a is same as the so-called 2ae. So I'll call this a capital A. 2a. From this, you find this capital A and put it there. Okay. So I can show you some questions where I use it, but I'm sure you'll be able to use it on your own. Okay. Not that all questions we can do it where our parabola is involved. I'm sure you might have done some questions where one parabola is like this and another parabola is like this. Find the area. There also you can draw the rectangle and this. Construct a rectangle here like this. Okay. This area is 2/3 of this rectangle and this area is 2/3 of that rectangle. So that this total area is 2/3 of this total rectangle. You can do that. Okay. Actually, I should have done one thing, but it's okay. I would have told this before starting the areas, that is in the beginning. And then wherever parabolas are used, I would have done with integration and without integration by this method. Generally, I do like that, but somehow it went like that. Okay. Sometimes I don't tell in the beginning because then people don't do the integration properly. They will do this shortcut where sometimes it will work, but sometimes parabola may not be involved. Then they will be in problem. Okay. So you learn the integration part properly. Now when you go back and try some questions where parabola is involved, try to do this so that you will know how to work if you want. What do you think? Is this method is useful? And save time?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right.